Welcome to the Aquaflow Crypto Lab. Today's video will be a little bit special because I want to share brand new things with you guys. I've been wondering what XRP is doing right now, and I have good news for you because I know exactly what's going on in the chart. And after watching this video, you will know exactly what to expect from XRP and the conditions to go to the moon. We are going to review three charts today. We have the big picture chart, then the Moonshot chart, and the XRP Bull Bear Index chart. If you're new here, welcome and consider subscribing to the channel. Now, let's begin. You are already familiar with this chart. On this chart, we have in particular the XRP Bull Bear Band, you see with the red color, the orange color, and the green color. And with this very simple indicator, you can see that since this date, we've been in a bull market for XRP. Indeed, guys, this was when we penetrated the band, and for the very first time in a long time, we stayed inside the band. This was a transition phase, and after piercing the band to the upside and having candles closing above the band, this is very important, we knew that we were officially in a bull market. And I know that every time that XRP goes back down to retest the band, it is very, very scary because we may pierce the band and go below it. But as long as XRP doesn't close any candle body below the band, we remain in a bull market. And this is exactly what you can see on the chart. Indeed, here we pierced the band, but we didn't go below the band, right? Then we went up, the band turned green again, and we started using the band, the top of the band as a support, but we pierced it again and we were inside the band. We used it as a beautiful support and we went up. Then this phase was very, very scary because we pierced the band and we even have the candles closing below the band. So this is why this was scary. But as I said, to reverse the trend and to be officially in a bear market, we need to have the full candle body closing below the band. And here it was not the case. Maybe you are a little bit skeptical when I say the full body closing below or above the band. To make it clear, look, I will remove the wicks from the chart. And now it's very clear because you only have the candles bodies, and as you can see with this candle, despite the fact that we have the closing price below the band, we still have this entire part of the body inside the band. So we don't have any full candle body closing below the band. This is key. Here you can see for the bull market, for example, we have this big green candle, but we still have a part of the body inside the band, but it was this small body, right, that has the closing price above the band and the entire body above the band. And thanks to this, we knew that we were officially in a bull market. And here it was the same thing. We have the body of the candle closing below the band, but we have a part of the body inside the band. And thanks to this, we knew that we were not in a bear market. That's why this indicator is saying that indeed this phase is very difficult because every time that we go above the band, we cannot confirm that the band is a solid support, right? Meaning that we have to penetrate it again. And that's why we have a lot of orange phases inside the band. And you know that every time that we have an orange phase, it may be a transition into a bear market. So this is very scary every time. However, every time that we were about to cross the band and to go below it, we have a move to the upside to save it, and we stay inside the band and we even go above it. So this means that despite the precarious situation, XRP is still in a bull market. In addition, I have two great news to share with you. First, as you can see, XRP is back above the band. We know that it is very difficult for XRP to keep the price above the band. Here we pierced the band, but it was very difficult to keep it, right? We have a top, a lower top, a lower top, and finally we pierced the band to the downside, right? Here we went back again, we have a top, but again we have a lower top, and we pierced the band again. So XRP pierced the band and come back to retest it as a support, and we need to keep this level as a support before going up again. Here it couldn't, we broke the support and we went down. Here we broke the support and we went down. And now XRP is back above the band and we have this beautiful green candle with the full body closing above the band. And this is why the band is currently green, as you can see. So now don't be surprised if we come back to retest the top of the band. Currently the top of the band is around 58 cents. In the past, we pierced the band and we came back down to retest the top of the band. Here we went up and we came back to retest the top of the band before going up, right? So here I would not be surprised to have a retest before going up. And the second thing I wanted to share with you is that currently XRP is above the bull market support with the blue dots. That's why I think that currently XRP is in a bullish position. And this is exactly the kind of things we want to see before going to the moon, right? And before going to the next chart, I wanted to show you one last thing. You see that here we penetrated the band, right? As I said, and we went back down to retest the bull market support, but we didn't touch the bottom of the band, right? Here we came down, but we didn't touch the band. Here again, we didn't touch the band, and here we retested it, okay? Here we retested it again. Here we retested it, and we retested it, and here with this very last candle, a beautiful candle, we retested exactly the bottom of the band with this huge wick, right? And this candle is beautiful because it shows that the bulls are fighting to move XRP to the upside. And as long as we remain above the band, I will keep the same opinion. Now we can move to the next chart, the Moonshot chart. Okay, so you should know about this chart also. If you don't know, this is the Moonshot chart and you can take it on my website. I put the link in the description. And recently this chart, this indicator gave us a very strong bear signal. After avoiding this cross with this move to the upside and this cross with this move to the upside, we had officially a cross to the downside. But a few weeks after, we have a new cross to the upside. So this may mean that this was a false signal, and I will tell you why. For that, let's change the configuration of the Moonshot indicator. And here you see, we will choose the 1 week time frame. And with this configuration, everything changes. Why? Because here you see we have the line like this, and we were about to have a cross between those two lines, but the bulls prevented this from happening. And here you see we were about to have a cross between this line, and just at the right time, we have a huge green candle coming up and the price going above those two lines. And thanks to this, we have a nice curvature of the line that was about to cross the other line, and we avoided the cross. This means that this is the right configuration of the Moonshot indicator to use. And as long as we don't have this line crossing the other line, we are still in a bull market, guys. So I hope it's clear. If you are interested in having this indicator on your chart, it's very simple. Check the link in the description. And now we can move to the last chart of the day, the bull bear index chart. So currently, as you can see, we have no bearishness in the chart. This is very, very good news, guys, and it's been a long time since the last time we had such conditions. This means that we have still a lot of indecision in the market, but for the very first time, we may be bullish because there is a lot of neutrality, right? No bearishness and 1/3 of bullishness. But by checking those two lines, it becomes even more simple. Indeed, we can see that currently XRP is stuck. XRP is stuck between those two lines, right? Between the pink line and the string line. And despite the fact that this phase was very scary because we were below the string line, but thanks to the chart, the Moonshot chart that we saw earlier, we know that to prevent the cross from happening on the weekly time frame, we went up and it was a very good thing. And now the only thing stopping us right now is this pink line, because you see here we touched it and we got rejected, right? But it was the case in the past. Here we got rejected from it, here again, here again, here again, here again. And you know the rule right now. We have this candle closing above the line, but we have no full candle body closing above the line, meaning that this line was still a strong resistance, and you see after piercing it, we got rejected by it. And here it was the same. We touched it, we got rejected, we touched it, we went into a bear market. So this line is key for XRP because you see that in bear markets, we are always below it. Here, we were below it, we were in a bear market during this entire phase, and we used it as a very strong resistance every time, here, here, and here. And even in the first days of XRP, it was the same thing because here you see we pierced it, and here we used it as a very strong resistance again. Here we almost touched it, right? And here we touched it and we got rejected. And who was there to save us? It was the string line. And here We are bouncing between the pink line and the string line, and we hope that we will finally be able to close above the pink line. So as you can see, there is still a long way to go before saying that XRP will go to the moon. That said, for the very first time in a long time, we can see some bullishness in the chart. Currently, the pink line is around 66 cents, so keep this level in mind. And on the other side, we have the string line, which is currently around 53 cents. If you want to track what will happen with us, you can subscribe to the channel and give me a thumbs up if you like the content. That's all for today's video, and as always, time will tell.